welcome to today's event. We're very fortunate, really, because this kind of emerged. It was mainly an idea from Kerry, who'll be presenting in a moment, that we are very lucky that Bristol, and Leon will explain why, we are hosting a number of global experts in education and sustainable development who bring various different perspectives. And what we wanted to do is use that opportunity to share some of their perspectives at the same time as the university is thinking about its sustainability strategy generally and what this means for education across the university. And there is a consultation which is beginning. Hopefully you'll have seen sent out to you the draft Education for Sustainable Development strategy. And the main thing is to say, so I've used the word sustainable development. Of course, at the moment, particularly in the global north, the most pressing issue for us is to sort out the climate emergency and the damage we're doing to others because of that. But there are many other issues that are important. So it's been framed partly as the climate emergency, but we recognise that there are many other issues that are necessary to engage with, which our presenters will touch on. So that's the kind of broadly what we're going to do. My name is Chris Priest. I am actually a computer scientist. I'm a professor in sustainability and computer systems. My research focuses on the impact of digital technology on sustainability questions, both negative and positive. And I also have a role across the university with regard to the Education for Sustainable Development strategy. And so what I want to do now is just say welcome. We're going to have a set of brief presentations from our visitors, together with time for you to discuss the issues that they raise. And then towards the end, we're going to have an open space event, which will allow you to discuss how you think the university should respond from an education and engagement perspective to the challenges that society face, particularly the climate emergency, but other sustainability challenges, how we should respond as a university from an education and engagement perspective. So what I want to do, first of all, is hand over to Leon, who is also going to explain the wonderful work that's being done at the back by our illustrating team.
We're really pleased to be involved in this really important initiative with yourself and with Sustainable Futures. So my name's Leon Tickley. I'm a professor in education here at Bristol, and I'm also heading up at the moment a Network Plus, a GCRF Network Plus, which is looking at education for sustainable development in South Africa, in Rwanda, in Somalia, and in India. So in our group, we have a very distinguished group of people who've been working in the area of education for sustainable development for many, many years. And the way that GCRF funding is often framed is in terms of how we in the global north can help, in inverted commas, people in the global south. But of course, you know, the causes in large measure of the climate emergency are to do with us in the global north and our consumption and production patterns. So it's a really good opportunity for us, I think, to learn from people. Many of the speakers are from the global south, and so it's a great opportunity for us to learn from them. So I'd also like to, as Chris has indicated, introduce the two outstanding colleagues at the back, artists, Caroline and Julia. Could you put up your hands? Okay, so Caroline and Julia have been helping us with a meta-visioning process that we've been using in our workshops we've been having just building up to this event. And we thought it would be an excellent opportunity to do the same thing with this group. And what it is that all of these issues, of course, have a very rational basis. And I'm in the School of Engineering, so I'm speaking to people who work very much in a rational frame. But of course, all of us are also human beings, and these issues are also deeply emotive. They have a deeply emotive and emotional dimension to them. And capturing those dimensions can be a really important way of benchmarking where we are in terms of an ongoing process. In this case, the development of our university strategy. So what we'd like to propose is that we help capture through the work of Caroline and Julia our dreads, our dreams, and our ideas about how we might realize those on a dream board. So that's the meta-visioning exercise. So in front of you, you should have a sheet of paper which has six segments. that relate to those three areas of dread, dream, and realize. And they each have questions in them. And it would be really great if we could just spend 2 or 3 minutes now just writing down, just responding to those questions. So if you don't mind, can we just have 2 or 3 minutes where we do that? And I think there should be pens as well on the table. And then we'll collect those in, and that will provide a starting point for our artists.